Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Yo, you tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce. This your host, Dre Bailey.
And this is your man, the mad and upset, highly agitated Goose Thomas.
Man, and we got Mr. Bill Blockham Logan in the building. Man, we got a special guest, man. This man, I'm going to let him come in and give you a small dissertation of who he is, because he is his own conglomerate.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
I'll say that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's filled in for me sometime. He's one of the faces of Unnamed Sports,
yes, indeed,
and I think he's the true genius behind Unnamed Sports. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, you have to be for that. There's no chance that's true. Never been called a genius in my life.
They call him Death Star Dave, bro.
Death or deaf?
Is
D-E-F.
Is it death or death?
Like kill, murder,
so
kill.
I'm always taking shots.
Star.
I am not afraid of a shot to be taken.
Well, we're going to need you today, because there's a lot of shots that need to be taken.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my.
Period.
Oh, my.
A lot of shots.
Oh, God.
Yeah, let me look to the left.
Jeez. A bunch. A whole heap of them.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. LTBB in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited that we're here today.
Yeah.
I'm excited that all of us have another day to breathe some of God's good air.
Yes.
That's a real thing, though.
Look,
Yes.
say less.
Yeah, say less. Look, we got a lot of sports to talk to you guys about. We got MLB, we got NBA, we got NFL, we got NHL. I'm just kidding, man. We got tennis.
Not yet.
We got
plenty of
tennis.
tennis, though.
We got tennis, man.
Plenty of U.S. Open.
It's a lot of black girl magic, man. And
A bunch of it, man.
Coco and Osaka.
Coco and Osaka going
I
at it.
like those names, though.
7 p.m. Eastern
Yeah.
time. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Should be a dandy.
Couple hours.
How impressive that a 15-year-old girl, they on the thing, they just put Coco.
Coco.
That's
Already.
it. Coco.
Coco.
Man.
Forget her
Coco,
last
man.
name, bro.
Matter of fact, I should
Not
have went and
needed.
got me some cocoa.
Yeah.
I might get me some as soon as I leave him.
Is that right?
Sounds bad when we're talking about a 15-year-old
look,
girl.
Starbucks.
Stop it.
Yeah,
These two R and Kelly over here.
Look, Starbucks.
The R over here.
has
These two.
the
right
absolute best hot chocolate I've ever tasted. Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Best hot chocolate I've ever tasted, bro. Like I
I'm
make
gonna
it
have
a
to try
point.
some of that.
Yeah, you do, man.
I'm gonna have
I
to
make
try
it a
some of
point to get that good banana nut bread
Yeah.
warm and a venti hot chocolate, bro.
Look, man.
Good stuff.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. Every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Also here today. Every Saturday at 2 p.m. We got a little bit of CP time in there, but we're glad that everybody is chimed
Just a
in, man. But would it be really CP time or is it WP time?
Might be WP.
Might be.
I do the
Might have-
CP. I accept CP.
He's honorary.
I've been on CP
honorary.
for a long time.
You can't get an honorary CP if you ain't CP.
Like he's a clear
But
guy. He's a clear guy.
CPs have told me.
CG. CG.
Clear. He's a clear guy.
Clear people time.
Clear. There you go.
Clear people.
Still CP.
Look, man. LTBB in the building, man. Look, follow us on IG, man.
Yeah.
It's hot, man. If you want to be a sponsor of this great show, man, email us, lettheballbounce@gmail.com. If you don't have an email in 2019, you shouldn't even be watching this show. You should be
look
getting an education.
And look here.
Come on, man. Let the ball bounce on social media, man, on Facebook, man. We got one of the hot, look, like how I said that. We don't have one of the, we have actually the hottest sports talk page on social media, bros. I mean, it's just
of the world, Craig. Of the world.
Of the world.
Of the world. Since y'all tried to put Freddie Mercury off of me earlier today, I guess I had that song in my head.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Freddie Mercury, bro.
Yeah. Look, man, we got a lot of stuff. We're gonna let you in on that a little bit. We got a lot of stuff to talk to you guys about, man. Everything that I just mentioned, man, with some social topics, man. We had one of our own business owners here in Las Vegas, man, lose her life this past week, man.
Tragic, man.
TC's Rib Shack, is that what it's called? Rib Crib, man. The owner, and you please help me pronounce her name right.
Sharon Harrell. Sharon Harrell.
Harold.
Yeah, man.
Lost her life, man. Tragically.
Yeah.
She was a pillar of this community and somebody that was actually trying to give back. And she's I want to say she's from the north. We are in 2019, man, and one thing that's not changed, and that's the amount of just ignorant, retarded, senseless crime that continues to happen day in, day out. I can't even say year in, year out. It's day in, day out. Of people out there that are making horrible decisions and ruining other people's families, man. So just want to give a huge shout out to her in that aspect, man.
And that is also Melissa Corrales, the late Diego Corrales' widow. That's her sister.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of Diego Corrales, who was a great boxer, in my opinion, that is when, because, I lost, and we've talked about it on the show, I lost a little bit, and we can go right into boxing right now, but I lost a little bit of that passion that I have for boxing, after the Lennox Lewises, the Mike Tysons,
of course.
And if we're going to classes, the Sugar Ray Leonards, the Sweet Peas, but Diego had he was a complete warrior.
Yeah.
And he was my friend. I knew him.
Diego
he was
a
good dude.
Monster, bro. I really don't think Diego Corrales gets the credit he
Those
deserves.
Castillo fights.
Them Castillo
classics,
fights.
bro.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classics,
Everyone.
bro.
Yeah.
Classics, bro. I really don't think he gets the credit that he deserves. I remember when him and Floyd fought, and going into that fight, everybody's looking at Diego. Of course, he's the bigger guy. I mean, he's probably, I don't know, 5-6 inches taller than Floyd.
Yeah.
This time, Diego like 6'1", 6'2", so he's towering over Floyd. So everybody's going into the fight thinking, yo, this is really gonna be, one of those epic battles. Well, that night Floyd got the absolute best of Diego. Diego, I don't think he really even had a chance in the fight. Honestly, I think Floyd might have knocked him down 5 or 6 times in the fight. And I think that was the start of, I'm not going to say his downfall, because I don't think you can call a champ like him that sustained as long as he did. I don't think you can call what he did downfall, but it was the beginning of him of irrelevancy. I guess you could say, in the sport of boxing. And so I think that kind of takes away from just how great he was, because a lot of people tend to pick up people's careers in the middle of them, and they don't get a chance to see what they were prior to when they see them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what Diego kind of fell victim to. But a champ, bro, a champ.
Yeah, man.
True champ, bro.
Them motorcycles, man. They are
boy, look.
They're cool looking.
Yeah.
They dope. They dope to ride.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, and I'm gonna say 90% of times, motorists don't know how to drive when motorcycles are on the road for some reason. They're not really looking. They're not really taking the extra time. But then I've also seen motorcycle riders who try to weave their way through through traffic and things like that too. And just because it can go maybe 200 miles per hour, don't mean you should.
Test it.
Right. And so big ups to everybody out there who ride motorcycles, but ride them responsibly though too, man.
Absolutely.
We appreciate everybody chiming in, man. This is what we do. We give you guys the best of sports talk radio. Look, download that Guerilla Cross app on your phone, man. And from what I was told, was that you could actually view the actual show from the Guerilla Cross app. So right now you have no excuse. If you don't want to just listen to a voice and you want to put a picture or a person with a voice, tune into the show, man, on the Guerilla Cross app now, man. That's what it is, man. And we got the Facebook Live going. We got the YouTube Live, man.
Yes,
we got the Twitch. We got the Periscope.
Popping.
Search Guerilla Cross. Man.
No excuses, man.
I read that pretty good. I did a little bit better than Floyd with it. Although I thought we were on boxing.
Shot.
Is he not? We can't talk about that.
I mean, hey, fair game.
Yeah.
We at the desk, man. In here,
Yeah.
game fair.
Right. So that means Floyd, come on the show. We have no script for you to read, so there's no excuse
Zero.
why you should not be coming on today,
Should be here.
LTBB, man.
He should be here. I think he should be here.
Just thinking about it.
Yeah. Hey, man.
It's rough.
It's rough, man.
Rough.
It's rough. It's rough out there, man.
Rough.
Who's fighting today?
Man, Vasily Lomachenko tonight, man. Actually here in he might even be
Very
coming out.
shortly.
Shortly. Of course, that fight's taking place over in Great Britain. Fighting a longer, taller, maybe even stronger fighter tonight, man. And it's gonna be a test. Right now, I think he might be minus 1,000 on the money line, which is, I mean, an overwhelming favorite. But so if you going to put money on Loma, like you gotta bet 1,000 to win 100.
Wow.
Like that's not even a good comeback. But me and Dave, actually all of us, we were talking about Loma, prior to getting on air and saying how he's right now probably the most exciting young fighter in the game. A lot of people don't understand, like, he's only like 15 fights into his career. Like, he hasn't even had a lot of bouts.
He took that loss real early.
Yeah, and that loss was very, very early in his career. So we talking a dude that went 397, I believe, and won as an amateur. Come on, bro. So he was able to challenge early for a title, and he's ridden the wave all the way from the, like, it was like a nonstop thing. He rode the wave all the way from amateurs to now as a pro, and the wave is still going, bro. Lomachenko, bro. Silly Lomachenko, bro. He's that dude. Now, what I'm waiting for is him to actually step up, because right now I think he might be fighting this fight at 130. At 130.
Yeah, I think he's fighting on the high side for him, but
Right.
he wants to unify all the belts.
Right, and
that's really all it's about.
That's the thing, man. And it's only been, I want to say, 3 other people in history that's been able to unify all of the belts, and Pernell Whitaker was one of them. And we were just talking about him.
Sweet Pea,
man. And I'm really interested to see where Loma's career goes from here. Because there's no way for him to go but up in weight class. Right. Like, he has to go to 135 to really get those big name fights. And I don't want to see his career die at 130. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's already getting that old Roy Jones treatment where everybody close to his weight class is either going up or going down.
Right.
You don't want to see him. He's such a smart fighter.
So smart, bro.
Everybody gets worried. I've watched with his fights with other people before, and they see those first couple rounds. It's like, no, you don't understand. He's just setting this person up.
That's it.
He's figuring out their speed. He's getting the timing, and then you see about like round 4 or 5. That's when he starts hurting people.
Curtains. And we were talking about how, he doesn't have like real live punching power.
Right.
He just peppers you, and he peppers you in spots that it doesn't even take a whole lot of punching power to do damage, if that makes any sense.
He takes what you give.
Exactly. And when he takes it, he takes it. He snatches it, and he's relentless. When he gets to throwing 5, 6, 7 punch combinations, there's nothing you can do with Loma. He's too fast. Like Dave said, he's entirely too smart. He uses his feet extremely well in the ring. Like, he's a real live dancer, bro. Like, he really, like, it's poetry, bro, to watch this dude fight, man. If you haven't seen it.
What round do you get a fight?
Oh boy.
For all you bettors out there, people want to go put some.
I actually think it goes a little later. But simply because this guy that he's fighting is bigger. So it's gonna take a little bit more to chop that tree down. But I can see it 9, 10, late fight stoppage.
Okay.
That sounds about exactly what I was thinking. Probably around 9. But I'd say maybe 10 because I think while he's going to have to get in there past his jabs and everything, I think he starts hitting that body and it's
Sure. It's too
that
much.
fight starts shortening up.
Yep. It's too much, man, when you tap that body, bro.
Check out the fight, man. If you ain't never been to a fight, man,
Boy.
that's an event you want to go to.
Trying to tell you. It's the
Now, a
best.
lot of
What
people
was your first fight that you ever went to?
that I ever went to. Ooh, that's a good one. My first fight, honestly,
Outdoors at Caesars?
yeah.
I didn't get to go to any of those fights. I always
You know,
watched them on TV. though.
I did a lot of amateur
Joints, yeah.
stuff, man, when they had it around town, man, and
Mhm.
I just miss being in that atmosphere because a lot of people watch boxing, man, and they say, "Oh, I can do that," or "Come on, man, it's
My
a
first-
science." It's
My first fight was back in I want to say 79.
okay.
Wow.
That's
Went
when
to go
Sugar Ray
see-
was a freshman.
Yeah,
I'm just messing
yeah,
with you. Was
yeah.
it?
Yeah, we went to see Wilfred Benitez and Pepino Cuevas.
Okay.
He knocked him out. Wilfred Benitez
Ooh.
knocked him out too.
I think my first one was the Golden Gloves at the Silver Nugget. True story. Golden Gloves. This was 2003, I believe it was, where I actually went and saw boxing live.
The Silver Nugget.
Yeah, man. They were doing the Golden Glove championship. I think it was the West Coast championships at the little. I guess you can call it a convention
Yeah,
center
yeah,
at the Silver.
yeah.
Nugget.
It's small in there.
That little box.
Yeah,
Little container box.
yeah. I've DJ'd in there.
Yeah, man.
In 2019.
Yeah,
though.
man. Yeah, absolutely.
And got out of there with my life because there's a lot of people that go to the Silver Nugget that I went to, elementary, junior, high school with. So it's
Absolutely.
almost
That's where they used to have the Tough Man contest.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, they did.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think the last thing that they had there was 2007, and that was for the Northtown Awards.
The Northtown Awards, yes.
So, just kidding. It wasn't a such thing. But look, man, NCAA is back. And if you are a college fan, there's going to be a lot of emotions. There's going to be a lot of feelings. There's going to be a lot of representing, a lot of people, having high and some that should have low expectations of their football team, man. Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Your man, Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham, Logan, man. So look, every week, man, I'm gonna give you guys the top 25. If your team isn't in the top 25, unless it's my team, Goose's team, or Bill Logan's team, we're not gonna mention their score. That's just the bottom line. Okay. So East Washington is playing number 13 Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Washington is winning that game at 42-7.
Yeah, it should be a thrallop. Eastern Washington doesn't have it, bro. They don't.
They got that red field though.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that's
killing
what
it.
they do have.
Killing it. But they ain't got it, bro.
Duke, man, playing number 2, Alabama.
Mhm.
Right now, Duke is up 23-14. I'm just kidding. That didn't even sound right, did it?
It didn't.
They
but
are hanging in there for what they're doing,
It didn't sound right, but I wouldn't be surprised though.
No, Alabama 14, Duke number 3, man.
And it's about to be
Yeah,
21.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Idaho playing against number 15, Penn State, 44-0
Mhm.
at halftime.
They at Penn State, obviously.
Come on, man.
White out the Nittany Lions. Yes, indeed, man.
So if your kid got a scholarship this year and he said, "Mom, I got a scholarship to Idaho football team," expect these type of scores. Don't go in thinking that you're playing the top 25 team and your son's about to, just probably go
Idaho
over that.
Vandals.
Yeah. Northwestern going up against number 25. Barely made it in.
They squeaked in there. Shout out to Jason Cunningham and his Stanford Cardinal.
It's 10-0 at halftime.
Stanford up 10-0.
Uh-huh.
I told him
10-0.
not to get too cocky, man, that Northwestern will come in there and play. Bro.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause he's
David
been-
Shaw plays them slow too.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
got that old 2 tight end.
Sure.
Gonna run a lot at
Grind
you.
it out. Yeah.
Plus
Maybe
they
a pop pass here
They
and
replaced
there.
Bryce Love this year,
Sure,
so I mean
sure.
they're kind of starting over.
Dr.
Yeah.
Bryce Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
FAU,
Yeah.
number 5, Ohio State, 45-21, Ohio State.
I like hearing that 21 part though.
Yeah.
Right.
FAU. That's
man.
interesting.
Florida Atlantic, man.
You been there?
To see
FAU?
No, I haven't been to that campus. No, haven't.
Mm.
I heard what is it? Florida Gulf Coast.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that campus is like super dope. Like it's like directly on the beach though. Like the campus is on the beach.
It's like Pepperdine, but for Florida.
There you go. Right on the water, bro.
That's good.
That's a great one.
Yeah,
right
it was.
there. Absolutely.
Northern Iowa, 26 against number 21 Iowa State, 29. South Alabama,
Yes, South Alabama.
against number 24 Nebraska, 35-21, and Syracuse, 22. And Liberty play today, man. So
I think Nebraska is actually going to be okay.
You think?
Yeah,
he
he
ain't
was.
suiting up though.
Yeah,
Man, they have not enjoyed that Big Ten move as much as I think they thought they were going to.
in South Carolina on the 12th, and I'm trying to talk Goose into maybe going. He may not.
After today,
Here's the question: is what would it take for Goose to go to that game? You're going to need incentives.
free round trip airfare.
No, looks like you'll be watching
Room
over
and
everybody
board.
else on the West.
Room and board. Food taken care of. You don't have to take care of my drinks. I'll do that.
Okay.
So you don't
Food.
want to pay. You
That's
don't want to
that's a
pay.
discount.
No,
Which
I
means
don't want to pay to see this thrashing that's about to happen at Death Valley. No.
well, what if we were able to get a sponsor to sponsor Let the Ball Bounce to go out there and cover the game? They'll give us all of the passes, all of that stuff that we need.
Absolutely.
Would you go?
Exclusive.
Absolutely.
Exclusive.
Hey,
To watch that thrashing that's about to happen. In
Yeah,
Death
and you got to
Valley.
go in all your Florida State gear.
I'll do that.
You got to go out there
Got
looking
to.
like you got to look like
Socks.
Chief Osceola walking into Death
Absolutely.
Valley.
I'll ride in on the horse.
There it is.
I sure will. I'll do it.
I promise you, if you rode in on the horse,
At Death
that
Valley,
would be
though.
the
At Death
funniest
Valley.
thing I've ever seen in my life.
At Death
That
Valley,
would be
though.
funny. I like. Ugh.
Yeah, give it to me. Why not? Yeah, man. My Florida State Seminoles, man. We stunk today. We can't tackle, and I'm going in because I didn't really see any highlights that are worthy of speaking of outside of the first quarter of the football game. So I'm not going to even go there. Let's talk about the faults and the deficiencies that this Florida State team has right now. You can run the football on them anytime you get ready. If you have any inkling of a running game, a slight running game, you'll have a 100-yard rusher in the game against Florida State.
Boy, that's talking bad about your defense,
Bro, I'm talking, but this is real. Anybody that has seen me post or has heard me talk about any of my teams that I root for, no, I may be a homer and I may love my teams, but I am the first to criticize. The absolute first.
Right.
You can run the football on them anytime you get ready.
Okay.
Here, just come on in the house.
Wow.
Come on in the house, man. Run through everything. It's all yours. They have no pass rush. Zero pass rush, bro. None. They made a couple of key plays, some strips, a few turnovers that actually kept them in the ball game late in the second half. But outside of that, this football team is not good, bro.
How does Goose feel about the head coach? How do you feel about the head coach? We want to get you on record right now.
Oh,
right now, let the ball
record.
bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man.
This will be nothing new if you've heard me speak. Willie Taggart's not that dude, man. He's just not. When the news first broke of him coming, this was in the middle of the 2017 season when Jimbo was still there. This was when Jimbo was still kind of in limbo. Do I want to go? Do I want to stay? And then when the word officially came out, hey, this is going to be my last season, I'm dipping out. When his name came up, I was actually on board with it. I said, you know what? If Jimbo dips out, I wouldn't trip about having Willie Taggart come in. He's played, well, he's coached in Power 5 conference football over at Oregon. And I wanted to see another African-American head coach get an opportunity. So I said, you know what? Those will be my 2 deciding factors. As it itched closer, I started to kind of worry a little bit. I was still on board, but I started to worry a little bit, right? Fast forward to the road opener at Virginia Tech on last season.
I remember that game.
Oof.
We go into Virginia Tech and get absolutely killed in that football game. Like, 0 chance to win the football game. None. From that point on, that started a spiral. Win 1, drop 2. Win 2, drop 2. We ultimately ended up 6-7 on last season. During that span, and the games we were winning by, like, they were like barely, bro. Like, we were barely winning football games. And even when we were winning, I was saying, yo, dude gotta go. Like this is not Florida State football. What we're witnessing right here, right now, is not Florida State football. And if you are a fan of your team, of your college team, football program, basketball program, and you're used to winning, and you get something like that, your mind, bro. I'm talking. I'm watching Charlie Ward, Warren Sapp. These are the dudes I grew up watching from the time I became a Florida State fan in 1993. These the dudes I'm watching. Winners, bro. Winners. This is not winning football that we watching, bro. It's just not. And it's not like Jimbo, like you said, Dave. It's not like Jimbo left them high and dry with nothing.
No, he did them wrong, but he didn't leave nothing.
Yeah, he didn't just leave flat nothing, though.
Yeah, but he did him wrong. Though.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But he didn't. But like, it just wasn't crumbs, though.
No, you still got 5-star athletes out there.
You still got 5-star Florida athletes out there.
But the coach can't play for these kids.
Oh, absolutely not.
So
No way.
So this was what if you put in a game plan
Mm-hmm.
and you go out on Saturdays
Yes.
and your kids aren't executing, who is at fault?
Well, here's the deal. If you put in a game plan and you still forget that you have to call plays, it's still situational football.
Game management.
And in the second half of that football game, I watched one series, bro, where they dropped Blackman back 2 straight plays. Deep 9 route down the sideline, bro. 2 straight, 1st and 10, deep right into double coverage. This is what I'm watching as a fan, bro. I'm watching you drop your quarterback, 5-step drop, and throw a 9 route into double coverage. You're not even looking off safeties, bro. You're keying in on one guy. The safety is right there. I'm surprised those passes didn't get picked off. That just goes to show you.
Okay, so that goes back to coaching then.
This is what I'm saying.
Because your quarterback coach
Mm-hmm.
should have that guy tuned in
Mm-hmm.
on how to throw a 9 route.
Sure.
And not to
Or how
manipulate
not to throw a 9 route.
And how to manipulate a safety where he's not double covering
Sure.
your route.
Sure.
So
It should be 1-on-1.
Sure. And it's not like, I mean, Boise State was just getting insane pass rush. They weren't getting in the second half, they were. But over the course of the game, no, they weren't getting insane pass rush at all.
But to me, that should show the maturity of your quarterback.
Sure.
Live out of the box a little bit, bros.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need if I'm a head coach, I want a quarterback. If I call a certain play and I tell you without a doubt, I don't care if he's doubled, I need you to try this play. Unless that I say that, I need my quarterback to take that play that I've drawn up. And if it's not there, you as a quarterback should know, what you need to do next. You need to throw the ball away, whatever you need to do.
Check down.
That's it.
I mean,
Because when you see that safety cheating over,
Sure.
you can't throw that.
right. You can't. It's simple. You can't do that.
Then you got to go to your next read.
Yeah. Akers was balling. I mean, that first half, he was balling.
And I'm sure they've gone through this several times in practice.
Yes, absolutely.
and you still go out there and you see double coverage, you see the safety cheating over,
And
you still gonna
throwing
throw that
right into it, bro.
Okay, now it's you.
That looked like
Now
Ben
it's you.
Roethlisberger trying to get it to AB every play,
right,
type
right.
of deal.
You
So
already know.
and with Taggart there, we're not talking about the Beverly Hills cop Taggart. We're talking about this
Shout out
guy's
Sherm.
Taggart.
Shout out Sherm for that meme, bro. That was classy. dog.
But what other coach is out there?
bro, I don't know. At
Urban?
this point, do we want to try?
I thought he
Well,
was sickly.
Listen, he's sickly. I got to go spend more time with my family.
He
After left
always
Florida.
say that when he tried to get out of a deal.
You know,
Derek Fisher built.
I need to spend time with my family. Oh, what did he do the next year? A whole year with ESPN in studio in
studio.
Connecticut.
Yes, he's in Bristol.
Then the next year he was at Ohio State.
Tough
Well, he's always out running those violations.
boy.
You know how he does it, but you know what? I hate to say it, but you're going to get a ring while he's there.
Wow.
No doubt, he's a winner.
You sign up for it. You deal with the aftermath.
Absolutely,
Wow.
you're gonna win though.
You know he's on the run.
You're gonna win on the run.
He is on the run.
So that's the only guy out there probably
That's
worth
it.
even offering. You know,
So you're gonna have to live and die with your coach right now.
For right now, I mean the options are slim to none. There's nobody to look to that you could look and say he's going to improve our program when he walks through the door.
I think it could be a trickle effect though too, man, because if he continues to not even get to the level of where it was when Jimbo was there,
Sure.
you may lose potential recruits. They're like, we ain't going there.
We're not doing that.
But it is a Florida team, and Seminoles will that brand right there will always attract
But
key
there's-
football players.
There's young coaches that can get a job. I mean, Josh Heupel taking over at Central
Right.
Florida.
Right.
If he
That was big.
carries on what Scott Frost did,
Mhm.
why don't you look at somebody like that?
Mm,
If
interesting.
he keeps that program moving in the direction it's been moving the last few years.
That's interesting, Dave.
Which I mean, they got a big transfer that's going to help them do that since
Yeah.
their quarterback's out for the year.
Right. Jeez.
What about swapping them with UNLV's coach?
No. I'm not sending nothing UNLV to the state of Florida, let alone Tallahassee.
Tragic.
Wouldn't even do it. I'm not going to even send them to FAMU, and FAMU right up the street from FSU. Not going to even do it. Not going to tank that program like that.
What about Lane Kiffin?
That was actually an option at one point.
Who is this man's agent?
Hey, dog.
Boy,
he is the absolute best, bro.
What
He's the best.
It's the same agent Bobby Bonilla's agent is.
Probably.
Wow.
Probably. Bobby Bo getting a
No,
million.
but at least Bobby Bonilla had in his day earned the contract that he
Sure.
got. And
Sure he
then
did.
he was smart enough to just say, let's break it up forever.
Boy.
Lane Kiffin.
Oh, boy.
Everybody hates him on his way out or
Yeah.
while he's
Yep.
still there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yet you know what? There's always somebody lined up to give him another job.
Every time.
All the time.
He wasn't even like the full offensive coordinator at USC.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gets a Tennessee job. Gets an NFL job. Comes back to college, gets a job. Working at Alabama. Then
Yep.
gets another job. It's just like
Monty Kiffin must be like
Monty.
the Don.
Boy, the
Don.
Don.
Wow.
The Don Mega.
you know what that tells you? Monty never got near enough because his son's getting way too much.
Ooh.
Monty probably just knew his role. He
Right.
knew his lane.
Right, absolutely.
Defensive
Literally.
coordinator.
Yeah, he literally knew his lane.
I don't.
Literally knew it.
Yeah, I don't want a head coaching job.
Yeah,
Strictly defensive coordinator.
yeah. And I'm going to stay right here.
Yeah. Now my son, he has aspirations.
Yeah.
You know,
So y'all go ahead.
give him a shot.
Go ahead, take care of that.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I can say about Lane Kiffin is he can recruit.
Yeah, he can recruit.
That's one thing I will give him. If we're not going to give him any credit at all, let's at least give him that part.
It's the name.
But
It's the
outside of
name.
that, dog, nah,
But
bruh.
you've seen he has NFL jobs, but you also, I mean, like he has an attractive wife. The man can sell.
There you
if you
go.
can sell, you can recruit.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
Yeah, you got a mouthpiece.
but I mean, at a certain point, you have to give those results, and you have to not be hated by everybody. you talk to.
everybody though, like
He-
everybody,
He loses a job and gets another one like in 2 weeks.
like
A better
ASAP
one.
though.
Yeah.
Yes,
A better one.
not just another one.
Mhm.
a better one.
Well, you know, we were talking about who would be a better coach, and it seems like we've went into the fantasy draft of coaches. Right now, I think you're gonna have to ride it out with this guy. Man.
Yeah,
Taggart.
we are, man.
Taggart
We are.
is who he.
Support your coach.
I mean, look, I have no choice.
That's where
I
I'm
have
getting
no
at.
choice. But
OG
but
over here.
I'm going blood when you need them.
Man, good Lord, Mr.
Thank you.
Ralph Tresvant
Thank you,
himself.
Quan.
I mean, especially you talk about a black head coach's job being in jeopardy.
Boy,
know.
you know he's got thoughts.
It's tough, bro, because that was, again, like I said, that was one of my
Let's talk about
deciding
it.
factors into bringing him in. I said, yo, there's not many black head coaches that get opportunities in Power 5 play.
Not near enough.
Not near enough. So we're that was a deciding factor for me. But the other, obviously, was he had coached in Power 5 play before. So me thinking, okay, he's been here before. He knows what it's about. It's not, he knows coming to Florida State, this is a winning situation. You have to win.
Look, Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio. We're going to talk about it.
Man.
That's what type of show this is, man. We will talk about it. So I'm going to pose the question I posed Dave and Quan when I first walked in the door, when you start talking about the quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to get you guys' opinion too. Do you think that his job would be on the line if he was a white coach for Florida State right now? And if so, how much longer do they give him if he was a white guy?
Now me being a fan of the team, I critique different.
Right.
So if you're not winning, black or white, it doesn't matter to me, bro. If you're not producing, black, white, green, red, you could be the color of this coaster, bro. If you don't produce, you gotta go, man.
There's
Not in Power 5 conferences.
Not
You
in,
can't.
like,
See, at UNLV, you can do that.
oh, you can do that all day.
Well, because you could sell building.
Yeah.
You're like, well, you know, we're building for the
Yes,
future. So you
yes.
could sell that vision for a while, especially when there's not pressure to win. But
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's how you
Doesn't
feel?
matter. It doesn't matter.
Happy birthday, Michael.
It doesn't matter, bro.
Man, I'm glad you're playing this on here. And it's a Christian show. Hallelujah.
Shimon.
Shimon.
Real quick, before I forget, man, I'm wearing this University of Illinois shirt here, man. Our guy, Mr. Kyron Crumby, out of Dallas, Texas, starting running back for the Illinois Fighting Illini, man, is really up there doing his thing.
Nice.
Man. This kid, I got a chance to see him play 2 years ago, his junior season over there in Dallas, man, and the kid is just so dynamic. Plano is actually where he went. Plano East.
Okay.
He's in a
Texas.
devalued position.
Yes, it's yeah. But if you've ever seen this kid, man, Kyron Crumby, man, out of Plano East, just YouTube him. The highlights are spectacular, bro.
That's
This dude is unbelievable. I watched him touch the ball 12 times in a game, and the dude went for like $170 and like 2 tubs, bro. He's so dynamic, bro. Shifty, good feet. Extremely fast and quick. Like, it's a deadly combination to be fast.
He's in a
and quick.
devalued position, though.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
it's nothing, right?
Yeah.
Running backs are nothing.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy,
Man,
he's
All of that.
please.
All of that.
He's stewing
Right.
in
All
the
of that.
feelings open.
Yeah.
All of that he's
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
He might not ever get that big bag.
Right.
He's
tough.
stewing.
It's tough.
Well, Bill Logan, I'm asking you the same question, man. You know, if it was
Because Zeke was like that too in high school.
Oh yeah,
in
super.
college.
See,
No doubt. Definitely in college, for
Yes.
sure.
yeah, I know.
somebody hurt. Somebody hurt.
Dave.
It's this side of the room. Hold on, I'm in the middle.
No.
You're not even in the middle. You're in a little corner of
Yeah,
like-
dog, you got like a little nook. You got
in
a
a
little
little corner
nook
of
right
not
there,
hurt.
bro.
and then there's just hurt.
This boy
I feel like passing out Band-Aids and tissue to everybody.
Boy, I need a gauze.
and a
This is
pillow
ridiculous.
and a blankie,
This is
in a
insane
movie.
over here, bro.
man.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna pose the same question with you, man. You think if his job would last if he was a white coach?
I think it's all about winning, especially
Gotcha.
when you hit the bigger conferences.
Gotcha. So
It's about winning.
I asked these two the same thing, And they said, nah, if he was white, he may get to the end of the season instead of half the season. They said with that program, it's win or go home.
Yeah.
And that's for the coach too.
Now, if he was at like Duke, still ACC, but lower level ACC,
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't sting as bad. But we're talking about Florida
Now
State.
we've seen a black coach, benefit from being in an organization who just didn't care, and that's in Cincinnati.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He got
absolutely.
so many. I mean,
Ooh,
what was he there?
countless.
15 years?
15 years.
15
one playoff
years.
appearance or zero?
You know.
0 or 1?
No,
I think he made it once.
He'd been to the playoffs.
Yeah, he's been to
Yeah,
the
he just
playoffs.
But he
hadn't
also
won.
had
He just
like
hadn't won.
terrible
He
years.
hadn't won. Yeah,
had
horrible
terrible
years,
years.
horrific years, bro. Yeah, he had been to the playoffs.
And
just hadn't won.
they had that Pittsburgh game. Had they not started doing dirty stuff, you know.
Vontez perfect.
Yeah.
Montez.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
NCAA, man.
But he
Follow.
benefited a long time as a black coach.
Yeah, he
With
did.
losing,
He did.
being subpar, mediocre.
Mm.
I mean,
Look at Hugh Jackson. Hugh Jackson, he had 2 years and a combined 1 win,
Mm-hmm.
and he still started that 3rd year.
Yeah.
That's another
What
one.
about your guy over in Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
How long he held that job down?
That's what we just talked about.
Yeah, Marvin Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Marvin
it's,
Lewis.
oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was starting
that's
to wonder
tough.
if they were ever going to let him go.
Ever
I
like,
knew they were going to let him go that year. I knew it.
but we had
I
been
knew
talking about it
Yeah.
for maybe 5 years
Yeah.
leading up to that, though.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this dude gotta go. Like, when does the BS stop? Like, at what point do you say enough?
Do you think Baker Mayfield has something to say, though?
Well,
Negative.
Baker Mayfield gonna always have something to say.
If you bring Baker Mayfield in and you really ask him how he felt
I
about
think he already did
I
say
think
it.
he did. I think he told him to
Yeah.
his face.
Well, and I think
Yeah.
part of it is you started stacking up talent. Myles Garrett on the defensive side,
That was
Baker
a great
Mayfield
one.
as
That
a
was a
quarterback
great
and
one.
number
Yeah.
1 pick. Plus
Yeah.
you brought in Landry.
Sure.
Plus Nick Chubb was a stud coming in. So you're starting to be like, okay, we haven't been winning,
Yeah.
but we're stockpiling enough talent. We're not saying we're winning the Super Bowl,
Right.
but we should be winning games.
Games. Absolutely. We should
Yeah.
be contending for playoff spots.
At a certain point,
Yeah.
especially at the NFL level, or any of the college teams where your fan base expects a run at a title,
Right.
you have to produce. You
Mhm.
don't have a choice. Look at
Mhm.
somebody like Les Miles. Les
That
Miles
was a good
won.
one.
Les
Gosh.
Miles won a title,
Great example,
had
bro.
contending teams in other years,
Yeah.
but they could not wait to get rid of Les Miles.
Crazy.
Couldn't wait.
Wow.
The Browns,
And now he's
man.
at Kansas.
Ugh.
So it's
Les dipped out on the Atlanta Falcons, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He dipped
That
out
happened.
in the middle of the night.
The Kansas is the cat litter box of the Big 12, bro.
If you just now joining Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio right now, man, we are talking NFL, man, with your guy, Dre Bailey,
Your man, Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham Logan, man, and we got a
Mhm.
special guest, man, Dave, in the building, man,
Yeah, man.
from Unnamed Sports, man, and Michigan media, looks like a little
that's
bit.
right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Looks
start
like
of
you're
the
Michigan
season, man.
media
Gotta-
guy.
Yeah.
Gotta jump in.
Look like a Michigan media guy.
Listen.
Like, I would let you in. Like, if you walked up to me and I was taking tickets at a Michigan game and you was
He
like,
looks like a
I don't have,
cameraman.
Like,
I
he didn't have no
Right,
like credentials.
Like,
I'm
you
not
don't have no
somebody
credentials,
that-
and you told me, look, man, I'm the media guy. I do pictures.
No, here's what the key is. You walk in with a clipboard. Walk with a clipboard and a purpose. You can
Be
get in anywhere
important.
you want.
Be
Yeah.
important.
Be
There you
important.
go. Look.
I turn the
important.
hat around,
Yes.
and I just walk like I knew where I was
Right.
going.
When you turn the hat around, that lets them know that you really
Right.
working.
That's right.
Like
Right.
you're there to work.
Listen, I
But
got-
even
I have
with the
so
hat-
much on the clipboard.
But even with the hat backwards, man, I wouldn't question it.
No.
But let me come in with my hat
Oh,
backwards.
it's so done. You're not getting
Different
in
story.
anywhere, sir. It's not going to happen.
Excuse me.
Even if you have a credential,
Does anybody know who this is?
if you have a credential,
So I could get in if I had a credential, but in the back of my mind, I would know that I would have to dress a certain way
Sure.
to just get that little perception that I'm actually here to do my job.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't dress the way that I want to, like looking like this, because it would be
Right,
kind,
right,
of, kind of an
if,
issue.
If
Sure.
you're sneaking, you'd have to sneak with the uniform. See,
Yeah,
I couldn't
yeah.
sneak with the uniform. They'd be
Oh,
like, hold on,
you need-
hold
that's
on,
sad,
Hold on,
man.
hold on.
dog.
You are definitely not
That's
playing.
tragic.
Oh man,
Let
that's
the ball
tough,
bounce.
bro.
Sports Talk
That's
Radio, man.
tough.
We're talking NFL, man, and
Yes, sir.
if you have an NFL team, I'm pretty sure if they're relevant, we're gonna mention them. That's just the
Um,
bottom line. We just talked about the Browns. Baker Mayfield, man. We talked about NCAA, FSU losing, man. We talked a little boxing with you guys, man, and we still got a lot of NFL and some NBA news. And what you got on the wire?
Fresh off the wire.
What you got on the wire?
Houston and Miami trade.
You lying?
Dead serious.
Laramie
Miami deals Laramie Tunsil and Kenny Stills to Houston, bro. Oh boy, Houston ain't playing.
Who'd they get back? Because it ain't Clowney.
They had to free up some of that money.
Clowney's gone already. Yeah, Clowney's gone. Clowney's going to Seattle. Let's see. Stand by, guys. Stand by.
Wow.
Yeah,
because
bro.
they wouldn't come off him for Clowney.
Yeah,
They were not going to let Tunsil go no
absolutely.
matter what.
I think they should make a play for Shady. Because I don't think Duke Johnson is the guy.
It'd be real easy.
Two first round picks and 1 second-round pick.
Wow.
That's
it.
That was that's
Fresh.
From Houston to Miami.
Okay.
Houston sent 2 first-round picks and 1 second-round pick.
Well, Miami wants to be bad this year anyway.
Yeah, they want to.
And Laramie
that's
Tunsil's
fine.
good. And
Hard.
For
Kenny Stills is
Tunsil
good.
and Stills?
Yeah, bro. Wow.
Wow, they are really selling out to
Talking
lose to
about
the Patriots in the
tanking.
playoffs.
Yep.
Now they need to add Shady.
So they sent
Chris Rhodes might kill somebody.
Uh-oh.
Tunsil, Stills, and a 4th rounder. The Dolphins get 2 first-rounders, a 2nd-rounder, and Johnson Smosey?
Yeah, he was about to
The
get
fact
cut.
that we don't even know who that is.
Yeah,
so.
he might
tragic.
get cut. He's going to get cut as soon.
You shouldn't have to say his first, last name and his
and
cousin's
Ju-
name.
and,
in order for us to know.
Julian Devon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're definitely making moves.
Yes.
Oh, Houston is now, of course, with the retirement of Andrew Luck. I think, even with Jacksonville still sitting there, I still think Houston wins that division.
Oh yeah,
bro.
for sure.
I would say they were the favorite even without these deals.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, God, they needed offensive line help because
Bad.
Deshaun Watson is getting murdered.
He's
Yes, he
getting
is.
absolutely killed.
Yep.
And I mean, God forbid we see a Cam Newton 2.0 out there, because Cam Newton, I mean, a lot of that.
And he's not big enough to be that.
No. He's big, but he's not Cam Newton big.
No, Cam's
Right?
a freak.
Not even close. Cam's a freak, bro. This dude 6'5", 250. Like you can't.
Hey, how big was Achilles Smith? Was he big like that too?
I don't think he was
thinner.
that big.
He was
He was a
thinner.
little smaller.
Really?
He
a little
was
thinner.
he was a good
Little
like
thinner.
6'4",
Mhm.
6'4"-ish, but
Probably-
he was definitely
Probably
thinner.
210, 215, maybe 220.
Cam is a monster.
Cam
Yeah,
is
he's
just
a monster,
gigantic,
man.
bro.
And Texans also traded for Carlos Hyde earlier, too.
Wow.
Wow.
Mm.
Huh.
You know, Clowney, man. Him going from Houston to Seattle. I mean, I like the move.
Yeah.
I think it helps
Absolutely.
Seattle.
Yeah, big time.
Because Seattle needs that help because Reed's suspended for 6 games and they lost Clark.
Yep.
So I mean, they brought in 2 guys to try to get
Mhm.
after the passer, and
Yeah.
Clowney's going to help. him.
Clowney's definitely going to
If
help
he stays
that.
healthy.
And they didn't have to really give up anything for him. Well, was it a 2nd rounder?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
gave it was
second round
two. It was
pick.
2 bodies.
Yeah.
I think, but it was 2 bodies. It was a pick and
No,
and
I'm
a-
sorry. It was a 3rd round pick, and it was a 3rd round pick that they got as compensation for Earl Thomas.
There you go.
Because they have 2/3.
There you go.
Well, let me ask you this, Bill. If I was the owner of the Houstons and the person that don't want to be here no more basically says that don't trade me to Miami. Me as an owner, if you looking at me, what do you think Petty Dre Day would do?
Trade you to Miami.
Not to another team that has just a little bit of a chance.
Yeah.
You don't want to be here, you're getting traded to the worst team possible.
Well,
Is where I'm looking
I would
for
at
my
least be
deals.
forwarding your checks to their building.
right.
You can go pick it up there.
right.
That's a good one.
I'll still pay you, but you
That's
go
a good
there.
one.
But the thing is, though, too, you got to get that second party to agree. And
Yeah.
looking at Miami and what they were trying to do, they're trying to get rid of people.
Yeah.
Like, they're not trying to bring anybody else in. They're trying to be the doormat of the National Football League.
But that
right now.
also gives Clowney a little bit,
Yeah.
it keeps him up there because he's like, you know
I
what?
got to play for this money.
So they're in the Tua.
There you go.
They're in the Tua sweepstakes.
They could very well
Tua,
be.
Herbert, Fromm.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. Because all of the quarterbacks are
I
coming
feel
out.
for Brian Flores, man.
Whew, it's going to be tough. Another black coach who
Wow.
might be out of there after
This
they
one,
go
you
0
cannot put this
16.
one on him.
No,
And I
you
hate the
can't.
Dolphins, but you can't
You
put
can't
this
put
on
this
him.
on him.
There's
Absolutely
no
not.
coach that should be
No.
responsible
No.
for this.
No, absolutely not.
You're starting Ryan Fitzpatrick week 1.
Yeah, week 1 to week 4. Week 1 to week 4. Let's get that established.
Till everybody remembers who he is. It happens every season.
Every season. Week 1 to week 4, Fitzmagic.
Yeah.
Week 5, 5 picks, 2 pick sixes.
Okay. Well, to me, it seems
inevitable.
It seems like they're trying to start hot because we all know that Fitzpatrick he starts hot
every time.
And why wouldn't you want to start like that? It could be a strategic move. I'm just kidding, guys. They're Dolphins.
And then everybody forgets for like 3 weeks that he can't throw a go route.
Oh boy,
ever. It's like, yeah, we don't have. If you run past this far, you can just keep running.
Yeah. But
it's all right.
I would put him on my team over Peterman.
Yeah,
I'm a Bills fan.
Yeah.
I put me over the team. Peterman.
Look, bro,
you know what I'm saying?
The Peterman.
Absolutely, man.
But hey, some of these Raiders fans watch Hard
Chucky
Knocks.
likes
and
him,
start
though.
thinking,
Boy,
he likes
Chucky
him a
likes
lot.
the Peterman.
He liked him before he went in the league.
He's
I think that
starting
was a
to
diversion.
grow on me.
No, there's tape on him. He's loved that guy for a while.
From the beginning.
Wow. Well, maybe he sees him as a a coach, like a on the sideline talking.
You'd have to hope.
Now,
If you see
those
him
are
as
the
a quarterback-
quarterbacks who make good quarterback coaches.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He sees something in him like that. You know what I'm saying? And
The
so,
Doug Petersons of the world.
yeah, but
Yeah.
he's out there. He just
Yes.
don't have the ability to take it to the next
The
level.
Danny,
But he
the
knows.
Danny Whites of the world.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'd say Jason Garrett, but I don't think Jason Garrett's a good coach.
Nah.
Danny White,
But he fits the profile.
great arena coach,
Mhm.
legendary arena football coach.
Mhm.
Coached the Arizona Rattlers. Shout out to Hernandez Cooper, Hunky Cooper, man. That's our guy.
So you think
Really
Clowney is
legend.
going to do what to Seattle? Because I know Melissa Fair from Girl Chat Sports would love to hear this.
Oh, you already know. I think he improves them. I mean, it can't get worse bringing somebody like him in.
Yeah, him and Frank Clark.
They
Well,
gonna pay him?
Clark's gone.
Somebody gonna
Yeah,
pay him?
Clark-
They gonna pay him?
Clark's
Clark dipped out. Clark
Yeah,
went
but I'm
to
saying-
Kansas City.
But I'm saying they're pretty much
Pretty much the same.
the
Right.
same.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
Clowney's more physically talented, but
Sure.
Clark
Yeah.
probably has more overall production.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Clowney's gonna soon see that he needs a little bit more help than just him.
Right.
Still.
I mean, having J.J. Watt over there.
You got a good
wasn't
linebacker
bad.
behind him. You got a good linebacker behind him.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, we'll see,
Wagner.
man.
We'll see, man.
Seattle, man.
It's gonna be interesting.
You got a defensive link over there. That should be good news for you. I haven't seen a lot of Seattle fans on the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk page.
They all started falling away, just
Oh,
like
yeah.
they all appeared. They all disappeared.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but nobody said anything.
They're
It's
probably
pretty
Chiefs
quiet
fans right now or Rams fans.
Ouch.
Possibly. I'll go Rams before I go Chiefs.
Can I trade this Earl Thomas jersey for a Patrick Mahomes jersey?
Ooh. Tough.
Mm.
Or is it like a rule that you have to go outside of your conference? They can't be NFC. Pick an NFC team. They got to go AFC.
Man, they better not go and be a Rams fan. That would be terrible.
Yeah, that wouldn't be. And that's in division. So you really be screwed.
That's
so
wrong.
yeah, they gotta go AFC. So you're right, Chiefs fan.
So I'm asking
Probably
all
Chiefs
of you
fans,
guys a question right now. I was ask you the question of what grade would you give the Dallas Cowboys for handling the Ezekiel Elliott controversy? What grade would you give them for handling this situation right now?
Am I speaking with analysis or am I speaking to someone who hates the Cowboys? Because that's two totally different things.
Well, you speak from your heart, son.
Well,
You speak
someone-
from your heart.
as someone who hates the Cowboys, I give it a straight A's all across the board.
Nice.
I love everything that Jerry Jones says and does in this situation. I mean, keep Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, let the man rest. He's got a lot of carries on him already.
All right.
Absolutely.
Let him rest.
I'm
If
with
he
that.
wants to rest all year, let him rest all year. It's okay. That's fine by me. But upset your quarterback while you're at it. Don't pay him. Don't pay Amari Cooper.
Nice.
Well,
I mean,
Amari already said you can handle him later.
Yeah.
So he'll be out.
He gonna be asking.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll definitely be asking soon.
Boy.
Well, because he knows he needs someone to throw him the ball, and if Zeke's not back there running, he ain't open anyway.
He ain't open. Yeah. And you talking about pass protection too with Zeke.
What do you give him? He said an A if he.
I have my reasons.
I mean, I don't have a reason to absolutely hate the Cowboys. I mean, there's been rivalries, between, the 49ers and Cowboys, but I have no reason to absolutely hate them.
So great.
I'll give them we're talking business. I mean, even though I'm gonna always be for the player
Yeah.
at all times.
Right.
And it's no different here.
Right.
I'll give him a B minus, C plus ish.
You still get a B.
I mean, you waited until the 11th hour, essentially, man. Because I mean, first game's Thursday.
To speed up.
Yeah, to speed up
More
process.
talks.
Absolutely.
Like they're doing now. They're in the war room right now.
Right now.
Oh, they in there.
They talking right now.
They in there, huh?
So-
Straps, grenades, everything. Ready to go.
Now,
Okay.
on the flip side of that, you have somebody who in Jerry Jones that I don't like Jerry Jones, man.
Of course
I
not. Who
don't,
does?
bro. I don't like this dude, bro. I don't. And I think the way he handles business, he's absolutely shrewd. He's just like I can't even think of another word, bro. He's just shrewd, bro. Like he's like
He tried.
a really conniving, vindictive dude.
He tried
bro.
that with
Like
Emmett.
Scrooge.
He,
Like
tried,
Scrooge.
Yes.
he tried that with Emmett
Yeah.
years ago.
Yes, he did.
And then when they started 0-2,
Yeah.
Charles Haley,
Hey man.
Yeah.
Michael Irvin,
Hey man.
Ezekiel,
he went to him as
Ezekiel
and a
Ellis
man.
Emmett?
Hey man, we need to holler at
Hey
you, man.
We need that boy.
But
You better do something.
Here's the difference. They had already they were already a ring-winning team.
Mhm.
Number one, and
Understood.
number two, Emmett's deal was up,
Sure.
whereas
Yeah.
Zeke went in early,
Sure.
which I
Sure.
know he's trying to flex
Look.
muscle as a player.
Right.
But
Flex daddy.
you know, somebody like Jerry Jones is going to stand up to that because he doesn't want to pay him early. He
Right.
knows he's going to pay him,
Sure.
but he's got to put up the fight for
Right.
the other
He has
owners
to.
just
He
to
has
be
to do
like,
that.
oh, we can't have this.
Right.
But with all that said, if the Dallas Cowboys had went 2-0
Mhm.
and Derek Lassick was eating it up,
Yeah, they wouldn't have said they wouldn't.
he wouldn't have signed Emmett.
It'd have been good.
Nope, and they wouldn't have been in the office asking for it either.
Nope.
Exactly.
Nobody would have moved a muscle. But you know they
They
so
would've said,
the
"Way to go around for us."
the ring aside,
Mhm.
it happened that they started 0-2
Sure.
and they needed him.
that can't be omitted. They started 0-2 despite
and-
outside
And what did he do when he came back?
went insane.
Led the league in rushing. Led the league in
Bananas.
rushing. It was the league MVP.
Yeah.
And Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, missing 2 games.
Told you y'all needed me.
Mm.
So my thing is, you need Zeke, man.
You gotta, and this is the thing too. When
Dak more than anybody does.
You do. Oh, no question. Dak needs him. But this is the thing that really frustrates me, and I've said this time and time again. When it comes to the running back position, right? We constantly devalue it. Bill, you alluded to it earlier. We constantly devalue. But as soon as December comes, as soon as January comes, all of a sudden, the running back position reappears from the heavens. And now we need running backs. Say, man, you needed running backs the other 17 weeks too, bro. You needed them then too. This is a passing league. We all know that we're in the passing era where quarterbacks putting it in the air 50, 55 times a game. But without a legitimate threat running the football, what type of play action do you expect defenses to fall for, bro? What kind of play action you expect me to fall for if I ain't got Le'Veon Bell in the backfield, if I ain't got Zeke Elliott in the backfield, Emmitt Smith in the backfield? What play action are defenses falling for? None. We don't believe you. You need more people.
Well, I think Jerry Jones is taking on the role of Red from 5 Heartbeats. He's basically telling his talent, I'll get with you later about my books. I'll holler at you a little later about that. But my office hours are from 9 to 5.
Yeah, straight up.
I mean,
That's what they got to stand off
He
right
basically said that. He said, "Look, we don't negotiate with players.
Mhm.
I don't negotiate with no players.
Mhm.
I tell them what we're going to give them, and it's up to you to say, okay, I accept that, Mr. Jones, or not."
now. And now the negotiation begins.
Yikes.
So now, like you said, it's getting to the 23rd hour.
Mhm.
And now
We passed the 11th
It's
hour.
out-
We
yeah.
just skipped over
The
12 and went to 20.
yeah.
Got you,
Yeah,
bro.
game
I'm with
one
you.
is
I'm
next
with you.
week.
I'm with you, brother.
Game one is next
Yeah,
weekend.
And y'all need him for game
Was
one.
this
And
Sa-
I mean,
what we, a
Tony
Saturday?
Pollard-
You look like the 22nd
Yeah.
hour right now. Go ahead.
Tony Pollard is a good compliment to him.
Sure.
He's not a guy that you're going to just put all that load on him.
No
it ain't
way.
fair.
No
it's not
way.
fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair to him.
No way.
And they'll see
Mhm.
if they don't get this deal by this weekend. They'll see.
I think Jerry Jones is going to wait to that game. I think he's going to wait not to get the deal done, but he's going to see how well his team responds with Ezekiel Elliott not there the first game.
I hope in his long tenure as a owner that he knows better than that.
Well, that's
Who
his
y'all got
team.
week one? Who y'all got week one?
The Giants.
Oh, you might be
Division
okay.
man, you might
be
be
okay
all
without
right.
him.
That-
you
Giants
might
are
be
bad.
okay.
That's what I'm
Giants
saying.
are a horrible football team.
Hold on.
You
Who's
may
their
be
second
okay.
game, though?
Well, we want
See?
to focus on that first one,
See?
and hopefully, if Dallas don't lay an egg,
Bro, look at that second game, and I think it'll take him all the way up into that game, too. Another questionable game where you're like, we can still
Well,
beat them without.
Adam Schefter has reported that they're in a war room right now.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll
Trying
see
to
how
get it-
long they talk.
okay, so who?
I just don't think they're going to give him the Gurley money. I don't
Okay,
think
That's
they're going to
so
make him the
tough.
highest
That's
paid.
a tough number,
so,
bro.
So game one is the Giants.
Mhm.
Second game is the Redskins. Third game
You actually might
is
be-
the
That's what I'm
Dolphins.
saying.
Y'all go,
Might be 2-0 without him.
y'all be 3-0 without them. You said the Dolphins?
Yeah, third
Oh,
and
my
fourth.
Lord.
oh my God! The Dolphins are.
Somebody
the,
call Zeke, tell me he
That's
ain't
what
getting
I'm
paid.
saying.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
That's
whoa.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, tell him he can.
I told you, you
Keep
ain't going to see
working
him until
out, bro.
October. You
That's
ain't gonna
what
see him
I'm
till
saying,
October.
bro.
Wow.
It's going to be a while.
Wow.
They could be in the war room. Because this, if you've been in the war room for over 3-4 hours, bro, nothing's being really
Sure.
at this point.
Now,
We're not on the same page.
They might be winning like 12-7 with 4 field goals. Who's their kicker this year?
Wow.
It ain't Dan Bailey. Who is it, man? Who is that guy?
Who?
I just saw him. The
The
kicker. I forgot his
Oh,
name.
it was
bro.
Sean Johnson.
Sean
I'm just kidding.
Johnson. Not for the Cowboys. He would rebuke that statement. by
That
the way.
part.
Oh man. But it's
He would block that statement
Yes.
he probably
like he
blocked.
did my profiles.
Block daddy.
Block
nephew.
daddy. Block nephew. Block nephew. That would be block daddy.
Block daddy.
Son is block nephew.
Block nephew. Yeah,
no
you,
doubt.
You take
no
a-
doubt.
you still up there, but
Yeah, you just a
nephew.
little lower on the totem pole,
Nephew,
brother.
man.
A little lower.
you're the nephew, man.
There's only one top spot.
It's only one top spot.
That's
baby.
it, man.
Yeah.
You move from from the top. We skip past big uncle
Yeah.
because you little uncle. So that's like a nephew. Look, man, them guys, man, him and Vance Horn, man, they're funny, man.
Oh, man.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk
Funny
Radio,
dudes,
man.
man.
Your guy Dre Bailey,
Your man Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham Logan. We got Dave in the building, man. Download that Gorilla Cross app on your phone, man. Once again, you can actually view the show from the actual app, so you have no excuse,
Mm-hmm.
none. I'm not looking at my script, and I forgot all of the other things that they can watch.
Oh,
it
man,
on,
Periscope.
we got Periscope. We got
what
a
was the
live
other one?
Facebook feed right now going on, man.
Man, you can watch from everywhere, man.
It makes no
YouTube's
sense,
live.
man.
It's-
Come on.
it's-
I'm tired of
Gorilla
eating
Cross should be in heavy rotation.
Yeah, well,
Unnamed Sports.
Yeah.
LTBB, man, should be in heavy rotation.
we're
Shout
trying to
out
make-
Girl Chat
we're
Sports.
trying to
as
make
well.
it like church, man.
Yes, indeed,
We're
man.
trying to really make it like church.
A conglomerate.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Gonna have
movement.
it, you masters soon.
And
Not
I-
just sketches.
And I was on my soapbox today about football, but I
Mhm.
was hearing this lady.
Mhm.
She's a parent of a football player.
Mhm.
She's blaming football for injuries, and I'm like, okay, I see that.
Mhm.
But on the other side of that, to me, now this is just my opinion.
Right.
Did you think a physical sport like football,
Mhm.
did you think when you allowed your son to play, or when it goes to all these levels, youth, high school, college,
That they were immune.
NFL, that they were going to be immune to injuries?
Oh no,
man.
man.
Sad, bro.
I know people who've been working in the casino for 30
I
years
said-
and they
I
walk
said the
like they are
responsi-
broken down.
The responsible parties that for injury are the ones who play it.
Absolutely.
Because we know.
We know what it is.
We know what it is.
We
done
But we
seen it.
love the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. We've seen it time and time again. Time and time again.
So what are they supposed to do? Just abolish the sport all of a sudden.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
It's not
That
going to
ain't gonna
happen,
happen, man.
And I mean, all of us here were fortunate enough to play sports on some
Collegiate
kind of
level.
level, right?
Yeah.
I got to play collegiate. You were
Yeah.
collegiate track and field. You played college football. Dave, I don't
Just
know
high
if you-
school
just high school for
basketball,
Dave, but
yeah.
you played though,
Yeah.
right? You played at a level.
You see, we only ask the athletes in the building,
You
but don't
cannot-
finish.
you
You
You cannot blame the
Well,
sport.
we know Quan is.
My thing is, you cannot blame
You
the
can't.
sport.
You can't. It's impossible. You can't. But and remember the waivers that we
Yes.
used to sign
Yeah.
Yes.
prior to when we went and got our physicals.
Mm.
This sport, play at your own risk.
Yes.
This sport, and I'm just paraphrasing.
Play
This
at your
sport
own
could
risk.
cause serious injury or death. Guess what we did?
We played.
Signed our name at the bottom and put the pads on, bro.
Boy,
Well, not only that, but in a lot of those cases, especially when you're talking like the high school ages,
Yeah.
your parents were signing too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like we knew. We knew.
but kids were crafty back then.
of course.
You know, they would catch mom while she was really busy and say, "Hey, mom, I'm playing football and stuff. All you got to do is just sign right here. Boop, she signed. Don't even look at it."
done deal.
And you
No,
be
no,
walk,
no.
you be
There
walking
was,
back
there
to
was
your
always
room
one
like,
question. There's always one question. What's that going to cost me?
Yes.
Boy.
Definitely a
Yeah.
question. Definitely.
Boy.
No question.
There
about
wasn't a question about your health and safety.
that.
Like,
No.
how much is that?
How much is it going to cost?
"Man,
Go ahead.
hey, Quan, find that song. Play at your own risk, man." I was thinking of Bill Logan today when I was doing my DJ thing, man. And play at your own risk, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super dope solo on LTBB in the building, man.
Yes,
We
sir.
love you guys, man. We appreciate you guys really chiming in, man.
Man.
And you know,
Facebook feed
If
heavy,
I
bro.
hear one more blaming the sport for injury, Lord, stop.
look,
Swear
but
to
it's gonna
God.
be people who do it. I mean,
Oh,
you know, a
of course.
person who's working at the cage at the Sands or something.
Those are the
look how
people-
old I am. At the
I was like, the
Sands.
sand.
Sands.
So they got a
this-
time
this-
machine
this
and
is-
they have to work too?
You know what I'm saying? That is bad.
Those
you got
are
a
the
time
people.
machine and you're still working.
Those are the people
Wow.
who don't like to blame the responsible parties.
The Desert Inn.
Ooh.
Ooh. I was a porter at the Desert
Hey.
Inn when I was in high school, bro.
At Stupac.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Vegas
wow.
world.
Wow.
Ooh.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hey,
the boardwalk.
Oh, I got one better. The pepper mill
Whoa.
is still here.
Still here.
Circus, slots.
Still
Of fun.
Lots of
here.
fun still there.
Bill was here before the first casino.
Yeah.
That was called the Moulin Rouge.
Moulin
Boom.
Rouge.
And we had it
Moulin
popping
Rouge.
over
He,
there on
he
the
dapped
west.
up Bugsy Siegel on his way in town.
We'll holler at you, fam bam.
LTBB in the
Yes,
building, man.
indeed,
Look,
yeah.
we have reached our social topic of the day, man.
Yeah, man.
And there is a video circulating. And who wants to explain this video of the three
I'd
police
love to. I'd love to, actually.
Oh, we have two. We have two. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
I'd
have two
love to explain. So, in the I want to say, was it Virginia
Mm.
where it happened? 19-year-old white male
Mm.
murders 3 of his family members inside of the home.
The family of a
Right.
young of a baseball
Yes,
prospect. too.
of a baseball prospect. He was actually getting ready to play a game that night, too. Murders. I think it was the grandmother, the father, and the mother,
It
or
was
his
the-
wife. No,
Yes,
it was his
the
wife.
grandmother, the player's wife,
Yes.
who's his sister,
Yes.
and young baby.
And the baby.
Oh.
Yes, the baby. He
Hold
left the
on.
grandfather
The baby,
alive.
too?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
the baby. He killed the baby.
And you left the granddaddy alive?
Yes.
Left the granddaddy alive. So, murders them.
Interesting.
Cold blood. He's now on the run, literally naked. When body cam footage and
Why'd they
cell
find him
phone
naked?
footage
What was
catches
that
up.
about? He was just about to
some
get in the
type of
shower?
mental disorder.
Yeah,
he's
he's not right.
He's not
Okay.
right. He's not right. Still doesn't excuse.
Okay.
So fast forward to when the police make contact with him.
Mhm.
No shots fired. Surprise, surprise. Not only were there no shots fired, at one point in the video, you can see him chasing the police.
That's tragic.
While the police full assault rifle up front,
I mean, you're hooked.
running from a naked man
Running
with no
from a naked
weapon.
dude with nothing.
Running.
Running. They were trying to OC him.
Scared to life.
Oh yeah, that craziness runs right through the
Scared to
spray.
life.
Oh gosh. Oh, he was just wiping that away.
Yeah, he's like, this hurts.
A normal person, let me tell you something about OC. If you've never been sprayed with OC gas, the more you wipe, the worse it
Yeah,
gets.
you just gotta let it burn, baby, burn.
The more you put your hands, because basically all it is really it's just hot sauce. That's what we call it. We call it hot sauce. It even takes on the color. It's like a deep, it's like a hot sauce color, like buffalo wing sauce, right? The more you rub it, the worse it get. Not for this dude. he was
Still
rubbing
kept
it.
running.
He was rubbing it and slinging it, bro.
It's probably not as bad as what he's trying to have scratching and getting out
Right.
from the inside.
Right. Oh yeah. Now let's compound that with he now makes contact with a patron, with a resident of that neighborhood.
He's attacking people now.
Looks to take him into in like a chokehold, kinda. Still no shots fired from this assault rifle that this policeman is carrying around with him. It seems like he forgot it was even there because he had this can of OC spray in his hand.
Plus, there's more than one cop on the scene at that
more
point.
than one. At this point, it's more than one officer on scene. Not one shot fired. Not one. Now, we all know, and we can go back to the situation. I want to say it was in South Carolina, and the name is escaping me right now, where it was a mentally disturbed black male. And I forget his name, man. I'm pissed off that I can't remember that name. He was running away from the officer and was shot several times in his back, dead. Running
Tamir
away.
Rice was
Yes.
2 seconds.
And we talking about a young.
They rolled up on the scene 2 seconds. Pop.
Yeah, we talking Tamir Rice, 12 years
12-year-old
old.
kid.
Tamir Rice, a child, a young lad, right? But yet you have this grown man chasing after you,
Boy,
the guy with the gun,
I ain't ran
Naked.
from nobody without a
naked,
gun.
nothing.
Listen, the sad thing I always know is I know if I hear the words taken into custody, they look like me.
That's
No-
tragic.
I don't have to, like, when they see those mass shooters, I always know if I hear taken into custody, they look like me. If I
That's
hear
crazy.
the gunman was taken, then I know.
No
that-
question.
Oh,
I know they
because
weren't
we've-
white.
Every year we see countless videos of the cops just, being the complete opposite, not even a little bit or a small fraction, the complete opposite when dealing with us.
Therein lies the Kaepernick, the Kaepernick protesting.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, everything that is
The
surrounding
opposite end.
the opposite
Yes.
end, everything that you see on the negative side, that's what Colin Kaepernick was kneeling for, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely. To keep it all the way football.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. Dave's like he already knows what it is. Like to hear that from
Right.
the other
Right.
from another race.
You guys know
it's
better than I do.
It's
Right.
like crazy.
Right. But for you to come up with that synopsis that you just came up with, that theory, with it not really even being a theory, it's
pretty factual.
fact. It's factual. It's not even a theory. Like for you to understand that, Dave, as a 30-something white guy,
Yep.
who is very in tune with life. You understand life. So I think that may be the difference between you and others. Others don't understand life. You happen to understand life. You're a smart man. A lot of people they're not smart, bro. And I hate to say it like that, but I mean, for you not to understand what you clearly see,
That's tragic.
to me, that makes you not smart.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do see it, but they play dumb.
Well, if you're playing dumb, you might be dumb, dog. Because I'm not going to use the playing dumb or playing stupid excuse anymore. No, you just stupid, dog. That's what we going to go with from now on.
I'm going to take it a little further than that. The 14th Amendment, the Constitution, we are not considered human.
Yeah.
Still,
It's tough, man.
it wasn't changed. So
That's tough.
That's disheartening.
when we see stuff like this,
It kind of puts it in perspective,
it kind
right?
of puts it in perspective.
There you go.
How they can roll up on us and shoot us in 2 seconds.
Sure.
Choke us out.
Sure.
And we be okay with it.
Yeah.
It's
But
tough.
a white guy can be chasing a cop with no clothes
I mean,
on.
That's
naked,
too
bro.
nasty.
Like full naked, dog. Like my man,
His life means more.
my man dingling, bro.
Man,
Dingling.
Defecating on himself, bro.
that's tragic.
Done took a innocent old lady hostage.
Look,
Nothing?
are you guys allowed to carry, like, and I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just telling you about me, like nunchucks if you wanted to? No. I'm asking a real question. Like, are you allowed to carry nunchucks if you wanted to as a cop?
I've never carried
The
nunchucks.
stick is almost
no.
like a chuck.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
worse.
but I'm
It's just
talking about with the
worse than
string in
chuck.
the middle.
No, you don't need the string. You got that handle.
Yeah, but
the-
I want
the-
I want like two of them.
The way-
like I would be the nunchuck cop. Like they'd be like, why is there so many people in the cell with black faces? Not ours, just beat up. It'd be that nunchuck. I'd be
I
like,
see Officer.
that-
I just see
Like
Officer
that?
Dre right
Hey,
now.
you're walking there like that. You're walking there like that.
Don't.
You're walking there like that.
Yeah.
Like-
It's like,
like
don't do it.
Bruce.
Don't do it.
Don't
You're
do
walking
it.
like Bruce.
You're walking there like that.
man,
This chain's longer than you think.
my reflexes may be a little too fast for that job. Like you may be able, honestly be just coming up to
So
say
you're
what's
walking
up.
the cell like that. Look at Bruce.
Just like
Just
that.
like that.
Look, man,
One warning.
Say one more thing.
I promise you.
You say one more
I
thing.
promise you. You
I'm
looked at
telling
me
you.
funny. I'm telling you.
Oh my
So, yeah.
gosh.
Right in the forehead.
No, I just asked,
look,
like, because that's who I would be if I was like.
right, but our what we call expandable straight baton is far worse than any nunchuck.
Okay,
would
well,
ever
I
be,
still
bro.
want
Are those
String in the
illegal for citizens?
To have nunchucks.
The baton.
You're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to. The only thing
So if
that's,
I get caught with one in my car, if I get pulled over, what happens?
I mean,
So it's okay to have an assault rifle, but
That
not
part.
that.
not
that
that
part.
not that one.
No. Well, because there's no
I have
national.
a friend that has one in
Because
his
there's not a
harness.
National
Come on,
Baton
man.
Association. That's why.
Right.
Wow.
There
We
you
should
go.
start one.
There you go.
National Baton
National
Come
Association.
on, man.
Expandable
You see-
straight baton.
NBA.
You see the hypocrisy?
The
Of
NBA.
course. Because like you say, give me one of those.
National Straight Baton
Yeah.
Association.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see it now.
Be meeting up with your senator right
I
now.
can see it now.
Maybe you can
Come on.
overlook this baton right here.
I can see it now, man. Quan at the podium.
Boy,
I can see it now, bro. You giving the whole
They're trying
tutorial.
to take this from us.
Oh my gosh.
can you see Officer Dre being
That's funny.
A nunchuck guy?
That's
Of
fun.
course.
That's me.
I think you'd be a real deterrent to crime
Yeah.
in the community.
Yeah, I mean,
my
if you
God.
try to reach for a gun, I'm gonna hit your knuckles so hard. Yeah,
Just disarming dudes left and right.
this boy that broke my knuckle. I'm done.
So you would have really had a field day with the lady that was going around stabbing little kids in the eye.
on.
You would have
Oh,
really had a field day with her,
oh,
huh?
Lord.
That's ridiculous. Look, it's so much
Evil.
and people just not making the right decisions in
So
the world,
much evil,
man.
bro. This the
Some
evil.
Day
guy,
to day.
some guy killed a lady with a sledgehammer the
yes,
other day.
Yes,
Yeah.
that happened
Here in Vegas.
Yes.
Off
was
of
that-
Rancho and like Washington.
Washington.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Bolden area command. Yes,
Yeah.
that happened. A sledgehammer, bro.
That's tragic.
Just went up to her and started
Wow.
hitting her with a sledgehammer.
Random?
Random.
Yes.
Random.
Well,
Sledgehammer.
speaking of this naked guy, if he ran across Officer Dre, I probably wouldn't have killed him, but he would have been nunchucked the hell up. I promise you
The
that.
nunchucked his balls off.
Nunchuck,
Boy.
nunchucked.
They'd be like,
Numb.
Nunchucked.
Numb.
man, I'm not playing.
Oh my God.
Look, man.
I'll be thinking about Officer Dre all day.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
Don't do it.
quick,
Don't
though.
test it.
Well,
Quick.
I would say that this is a W for the white side.
So
Come
when-
on, dog.
I mean, anytime you can chase the police,
Tragic.
you naked, number one. I mean, butt naked, bro.
Mm,
Chasing
that's tragic.
law enforcement. through the grassy
After
knoll.
you flat out murdered three
After you
family
murdered
members.
3 people.
And one of them was your son. Wasn't that his son?
No, that
No,
was
it's-
his brother's son.
No,
Boy.
his sister's
His-
sister's kid.
That's
Okay, that was his
tragic.
sister's
His
kid.
nephew.
Yeah, his nephew. Murdered his nephew. Wow.
Well, Carmelo Anthony need to be trying to murder his way up on to somebody's team right now. I don't want to see him working out with his son, trying to build that nice boy character. Nah.
Cayenne, nice though.
I need, but I'm gonna need you to come into the camp. And if you are an NBA team, it makes no sense why this guy can't even get a tryout. But your boy Kyrie and who is that? Kevin Durant is kind of, saying, to management, upper management, you may want to
take a look at this dude.
You may want to holler at him real quick. You got to consider
Loma.
this at least for a year or two.
Loma escapes, bro.
He won that fight.
Yeah. I wasn't really. I mean, I was watching the highlights of 14-1. Went the distance. I mean, against everything we talked about. Totally against.
Y'all said late though.
Campbell took some shots.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he delivered some too, man. I like Campbell's. Campbell got a nice and like to switch off the box and not to dismiss, but. Campbell got a nice little left hook too that I was noticing.
They got to check their measuring tapes because they said that Campbell was only 2 inches taller than Lomachenko.
No, that's a negative.
What's there? What 4'9", right?
That's a negative.
Little guy.
There's no way, bro.
Said he's 5'7" and Campbell was 5'9". I'm like, come on now.
What? Nah, Campbell at least a 6-footer, bro. He's 6 feet tall.
He had at least 5'6" inches on him.
Well, he's draped.
Loma, give me the strap. Give me the strap.
Carmelo trying to make that job, trying to get a team, man, and and that's just sad. When you mention Carmelo, it just quickly goes right off him.
Oh, that's tough, man.
He's, if he does not get a job this year, he's done. I think this is it. This is his last one more try. This is his.
What are we going into for Carmelo now? Year 16
or is it 17?
Oh, him, D Wade and LeBron were all in the same draft.
They were
correct. So we're going into year 16.
Oh, 3, yeah, 16.
Yeah,
16 years, right? Yeah, this
16
is
or
it.
17.
This will be year 17. He's coming.
17.
Yeah, 17. 17 coming in.
Yeah.
03. Yep, year 17.
I counted on my fingers,
say
so
we were
don't
both
act like I'm smart.
We say we were both right.
It
said 17, I said
is what it
17.
is.
It's the
He just
same
completed
thing.
16, headed into
That's
17.
it.
Gotcha.
That's it.
This is it for Carmelo.
Wow.
You're absolutely correct, Dre. I can't disagree with you.
But
on
why
that.
is
This will be
this? Why is he
we-
so blackballed?
Like, it's crazy. Like we understand that, Melo has had, issues in the past. We look at him going to Houston. We look at him going to OKC, and we watch them laugh in the press conference. I'm not coming off the bench.
And he was serious.
And he was dead serious, bro. I'm not coming off the bench.
Now he will.
Now. Oh,
On first take,
what?
I'll just accept
boy.
the role.
Boy, he
You said
pleaded
you were
his
coming off the
case.
bench.
Oh,
Hold
he
up, man.
pleaded his
That's a
case.
very different person than that dude
No,
in the
no,
hood at
yeah.
training camp a couple
Oh boy,
years
he
ago.
was so sincere, bro, with Stephen A. So sincere. Far cry from what he was on the podium
Yeah.
at OKC.
Yeah,
No
but I mean,
question.
by him making that statement, is that a bad statement?
Oh
Because at that time,
no. Oh, you talk,
if he was on my team, he wouldn't be coming off the bench.
well,
He would have made more sense for the team coming off the bench with the situation that they had there.
no.
He would have been a better six. Cause coming
You
off the
talking
bench
about
was
this OKC fan right here. I'm a hear him out.
He'd have been finishing the games.
There you go.
He could have been a fantastic six man because
Kind of like
basically
Lou Williams.
it could have just been like Carmelo, Paul George, and Russell Westbrook are coming off the court at the same time.
Who needs to make that decision, though? Be at the end of the day.
Billy.
Of course, Billy Donovan's a terrible coach.
Let's put the blame where it should
There
be.
you go.
I'm gonna always go to the source. Like, let's put the blame where it should be. He's
He
been
wasn't
over there,
strong enough to tell him anything.
and he's been over there for 3 years too longer than I would have gave him.
Wow.
I think he's 3 years past due.
I am not a fan. You're not going to see any Billy Donovan defense here.
And I like Billy Donovan. Coming out
At
of Florida,
Sure.
yeah,
At Florida,
but I
yes.
still liked him. Like, it still carried on to him into the league. I was like,
Sure.
well, let me let him see.
My
about
problem was
but
I
let me
never
tell you-
saw development past what Scott Brooks had there.
Yeah.
I never saw
Yeah.
him install a thing.
But he took over the team where he still could have savaged with the departure of some of their key players, but they didn't really manage that well.
He never knew how to stagger minutes. Still
You know
does.
what I'm saying? It's not managed right.
Right.
You got to have like the assistant coaches really come into play here. Like you have to completely build a complete team, and you can't have one person that knows what he's talking about, but you're surrounded by a bunch of 6 or 7 that absolutely don't. Those people don't need to be at the table, man. Not if you're trying to win.
You ever watch a basketball game and you're watching the game, you're watching the flow of the game, right? And you're like, in your head, you're like, this is the time when the subs are gonna start coming in. You ever just sat there and did that?
Yeah.
With Billy Donovan, bro.
Yeah.
Totally opposite.
Yeah, you just
bro.
don't know.
Like
So-
you never knew, bro. Like you'll look up and Russell Wilson will still be in the game with a minute left in the first quarter.
Because he has a piece of paper
what is going on
in
here?
his
Like,
hand, and it says who makes the most on the team. And so what he
There
does,
you
what he
go.
does is like,
There you
hold on,
go.
this dude been out about 5 minutes too late here. Put your boy Ibaka back in the game. I know he's terrible, but this money right here say different.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's what type of coach he is.
yes.
I know. Well, he basically just followed in Scott Brooks' footsteps. Your
Mhm.
bigger problem, I think, with both of those guys,
Mhm.
not to get
No,
on the tangent,
no,
but
explain.
I think you can judge. This goes for head coaches, probably in any sport, but basketball, I think especially when nobody on your staff is being looked at for any other jobs.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't have a
bros.
good staff.
I was just talking about that.
Nobody on that staff.
Nobody from
is
the team.
anybody looking for. If you're Pop, not only is Pop a great coach, but
All
there's
his
people that
assistants
they,
got head
that
Every
they
last
want
single
stuff.
one, bro.
And now his assistants are starting to branch off into their own assistants.
Udoka's gonna
Ooh.
probably have his own job here pretty soon.
Yep,
He
yep.
will.
I'll give it to him in
Sure.
the next 5 years.
Sure.
Becky is
Becky,
over
yeah,
there.
you know
She
Becky's
may
doing
have
it. She's
hers
gonna get
within
a
the
shot.
next 5 years.
Yeah.
And it's funny with Becky, like when did she coach the summer league team the first time? Was it
2 years
2
ago.
years ago?
2 years ago.
That was when she really started getting the looks. Like when I noticed her when she got to the bench, I was like, this could be interesting because we know Becky knows basketball.
No, she
like
know
she
basketball. She's a
knows
good
the
high-
game.
She's a great.
Female or not, I don't care what.
Yep.
This woman knows the game.
She knows the game,
So when I saw her, I'm like,
and she
Yo, this could
knows.
be interesting.
She knows how to manage the players. And
Exactly,
she's,
bro.
She's a players
the best
coach.
teacher.
She's a players coach. Look, they're not looking at her right now, but let her be a head coach in the National Basketball League. Boy, it's going to be about a million stories every
Sure.
single week.
But
whether
every-
she has a great,
Well, and
But
and
every coach has his different styles of
Yeah.
coaching.
course.
Sure.
Yeah.
Phil Jackson didn't like to call timeouts when the
he
Lakers
didn't.
were in
figure it
trouble.
out. You
Figure
get
it
paid
out.
enough.
Figure it out. Well, he was afforded the type of personnel
Yeah.
that could figure it
Yeah,
out.
but still,
Right.
Yes,
but
he
still,
did.
When
but
you have
still,
Michael Jordan,
that was his
Scottie
style of
Pippen.
coaching. That was his style of coaching.
It was, but I think it was more to. It yielded more to his personnel versus him.
True, but at the
I
same
think.
time,
But you're
no
right,
one else
though.
won
You're
with Mike.
absolutely
No one
correct.
else won with Michael and Scotty.
Yeah.
So when you
Yeah.
have you there are no matter how much talent you have, you still have to have a certain coach.
Sure,
you do.
sure.
You still need to have the coach that kind of gets you up to the point,
Mhm.
and then you need to have the person take over. Like I thought the Thunder, Scott Brooks got them from nothing to something.
Absolutely.
But they needed that coach who could then come in and be able to tell
And
Russell
it's-
Westbrook, like,
Yeah.
you need to stop taking that shot.
And it's hard.
Right.
And it's hard to find guys
Absolutely.
that are out there that are available who could do that. Like
Right.
a master of
You
that
have to
is
get lucky.
is
Sure.
my favorite coach of all time, and that's Pat Riley.
Yeah.
He managed the game well, the players well, and he made it work as a coach.
Plus,
From
he
start
ran
to
star players to death.
Yeah,
Boy.
as he should.
And
They
did
get
not care.
paid.
Did not care at all, bro. Not even a little.
No.
Could you
Oh,
imagine
Pat,
him
no.
in the era of load management of their coach? The first time somebody's like, I need to decrease my workload. It's like, would you like to play 48 minutes this game, or you
Wow.
want us to try to make it to go overtime so you can play even more?
Well, they better not give LeBron James another week of load management this year. He has to really play hard.
Mhm.
And what these players are doing with their spare time is doing things like what LeBron is doing. Every Tuesday, he's doing a Taco Tuesday to all of his fans and followers and people who watch LeBron James. And now he wants to get the name trade. He wants to get the Taco Tuesday sane statement, trademarked. How you feel about that, man? Is that showing a little bit too much time on his hands? Let's lighten up on that young load management.
I mean, I think Taco
Is he the
Tuesday
inventor
was
of the
being
Taco
said
Tuesday?
Oh Lord,
for-
no.
I think Taco Tuesday. Now, here's the deal with that. Now, if the phrase had not been coined or trademarked,
Then sure.
then he has the perfect segue to do it, and he's already put it out there.
Can
But
you
still.
imagine if you were the guy that actually, the small guy
Yes.
that just actually,
Taco
You just had a
Trademark.
taco stand.
and then here
Yes.
come LeBron James
Goose's
knocking on the door
Tacos.
like, hey man,
Yes.
how much for that?
How many curses would you be throwing LeBron James with?
boy. Hey man,
Taco Tuesday's been going on for years. Bro.
years, dog.
Well-
it'd have been
well
all
before
bad.
I was
now
alive.
getting it
Way
getting it
before any of
trademarked.
us were alive.
Getting it trademarked is another thing,
Right.
but it's been going on for years.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, that's just trash if you're gonna do something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Now-
that's
now-
is why I
now-
want the
now-
question to
now-
be brought up.
Now, would it behoove
Behoove.
LeBron James to find out who the person was that actually said it
You
or
could
came
never
up
figure
with
it out. And
You probably
You
won't.
think
but
LeBron cares?
He probably doesn't.
And if they appeared, he has all of the money to make a push.
Disappear.
And I wish I was
Sure.
that guy,
boy,
right?
Hey,
Just
man.
that small little guy right there,
200 million.
at least.
What you want to do, Bron?
And it has to be the 100 million because that has been around for a long
A
time.
long
It's been
time.
a long time.
I'm gonna need that
And
back.
or do you look at it as a business move because Michael Jackson did buy the copyrights to the Beatles?
Mm.
That was cold blooded too.
Boy, that was a
What
strategic
if I
move
buy
they
your
didn't
songs,
see coming.
Paul? And
They
then
didn't see
did
that
it.
coming.
He flat out did it.
Yep.
He
They
told
didn't.
him.
They didn't see that coming.
How did Sir Paul McCartney let that happen?
Boy,
Because he didn't think it. He
right
didn't think
under
somebody
his
would do it.
nose. He sure didn't.
Wow.
That's like one of those like, oh, you can
Not
do
your
that.
partner,
Because
partner.
because Sir
Or at least-
Paul,
boy. I'm just saying, man. What you think?
I don't understand. I just don't understand how Sir Paul McCartney let that happen.
Nobody talks about it.
But you
though.
know why? Because back in the day, well, one, he was like, "Oh, me and me and John Lennon wrote
Yeah.
these, so we're the artists with it." But two, you were just so used to the record company owning everything that you were like,
Wow.
Yeah,
"But they owned the record company at that point."
yeah.
But they didn't. He didn't realize that he didn't flat out own the song.
Now, was that smart? Was that a smart move, or was
Cold
that
blooded, but smart.
a boy?
Super smart.
So, to me, it looks like that's a smart move. If
Girl
don't
is
nobody
fine.
got it,
Through right here, man.
why not?
Yeah.
I got the means to make so. Why not?
Absolutely.
That looks like a W to me. If he's able to pull that off. I mean, it may sound funny, it may be small, minute.
Oh, he'll make a ton of money off it.
Bros,
Tons. No question.
Because now
200 million is a great starting price.
That's a great. Yes, that's the start. We're
Yes.
negotiating from there.
Yes.
We won't go under that.
Ooh.
It reminds
Sir?
me, I was watching that show Succession. They came out early yesterday, and they're trying to buy this other company. And so he just starts throwing out money, like
Yeah.
21. And then
Yeah.
the son's just like 21.5, 22. We're talking billions. But
Yes.
it's like Taco Tuesday. Now nobody can use the word Taco Tuesday
Nobody.
anymore
Without-
without him getting paid.
Hey,
Yikes.
hey, when you make enough money where you can start buying words, boy, you in the game.
You are there.
Who's not
When
trying
you-
to do that?
When you can
Like
buy
Drake brought a
Webster's
whole
dictionary.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Look, man, we got a phone call, man.
Oh,
Let the ball
man.
bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. You're on with your guy, Dre Bailey.
Your man, Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham, Logan, man. What's your question? What's your name?
Hey, Goose.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Somebody
What's up?
know you by first
Who
name.
that? Who that?
Goose?
Is that Armando?
Goose?
What's up with you?
It is Goose, Dre, and Bill.
Yes, indeed.
Y'all are talking about W's. I just have one question.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
How are y'all going to bring some nasty blue and gold, somebody wearing some nasty blue and gold with a letter M? That's not a W. That's like a disgrace.
He doing the fight song.
I don't know
Hell.
who this Dave Robles is, but Dave is Dave has been defriended. Dave has been
Got him.
debunked.
Oh,
Dave has been
debunked.
dethroned.
Debunked.
I've been for far
Dave,
less.
what's good, homie? Dave, what's good, man? I don't know you, but
I thought when I wore my cowboy hat, I'd get the same thing.
Look, and then he been disrespectful with the cowboy hat too. He been leaning it right in the camera like this.
Right on it too.
Well, you gotta be listen. You gotta be mad at Jared. First of all, what they're doing to Dak, man. You gotta be upset about that.
That was tough.
Oh, trust me. So my real talk to y'all. It seems like y'all always go from sports when I call in to the politics side, which is fine by me. But you all were talking about brother MJ and how he was able to do something. So let me drop a little bit of knowledge on some of you all with that.
Let's do it.
Brother Jackson, MJ was a shrewd businessman. I mean, you want to talk about these people like Jay-Z that do a little bit of this and a little that. Michael Jackson is little known. We want to talk about people that gave to black causes and philanthropic, probably gave more money than any artist or entertainer in history. Without a shadow of doubt. You want to talk about, matter of fact, Eminem was making jokes about MJ, but he brought his catalog too. He brought a lot of people's catalogs. So Eminem was talking about, you do this and this and that, but Eminem was MJ's bitch or female dog. Excuse me, forgot about that.
Dollar.
Okay, real talk though. Off of that, I want to bounce something y'all back on the sports though. I'm not feeling this thing that was going on. You all are journalists. This thing with Becky down in Oklahoma, not far from y'all, Goose, talking about brother look like a gorilla. Not really feeling that,
bro.
Really not feeling that. And then when it comes to sports, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Coco Gauff playing in the U.S. Open.
Absolutely.
15-year-old.
Absolutely.
John McEnroe and Chris Everett are probably the greatest haters. They're talking about they want the sister to fail. I mean, who does that? Your fellow American. Chris Everett hated Venus and Serena because they were greater than she could ever be.
I posted about that yesterday.
I can't stand her.
Yeah.
I'm just not feeling this. Can we get the hateration going here, please?
Bro.
Somebody pour out a malt liquor for these folks. Let them rest
St.
their
Ives,
feet for real.
St. Ives, bro. We'll pour some St. Ives on them for you, bro.
Much love to y'all, even though y'all got the redheaded stepchild from Michigan over there.
I'll take it. This is the year, going to playoffs this year.
Yeah. You know what? Real talk, though, I'm a Gator fan. My Gators will look at awful. I mean, straight dog mess. So, listen, I really love y'all show. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, sir.
Man.
Let
Big
the ball
time,
bounce.
bro.
Sports Talk Radio, man. That was a great call,
Yes,
man.
indeed.
And Dave, man, if you have never experienced any of our callers, man, they're not screened or nothing. They can call and ask us anything, man, and we know how to handle it.
If I walk out the door, I'm hearing an OH within 2 steps of the
you
door.
already know it. All right, from across the street.
Yeah. Look, man, college football will do that to you, man.
Yes, it do. Oh, man, absolutely.
Football, man.
Absolutely, man.
NBA basketball, NFL, trades, man.
Yes.
People who got hurt, it's and people who lost their lives in this world, man.
Absolutely,
and
man.
people who continue to take W's. To my left here, one representative of that W, and Quan 599 is trying to collect W's. It must be nice sometimes, man, to be recognized. And man, we appreciate everybody, man. Download that Guerilla Cross app on the phone, man. We appreciate everybody really chiming in and giving us your time and listening to the show. You got anything you want to
Coco Gauff, man. Coco Gauff, Naomi Osaka. Ball goes, first serving is in a couple of minutes here, man.
Yeah.
And we touched on it a little bit earlier, man, but just to see the amount of minority women and just minorities, period.
That's dope.
Taking on the game of tennis. I remember when I went out to the U.S. Open a couple of years ago, man. And I told you guys.
Got a lot of white people mad now.
Yeah, plenty. Well, Chris Everett been mad. She never liked Venus nor Serena, so that's old news. But when I went out there to Flushing, Queens, man, and experienced Billie Jean King Center, that was, to this date, right now, the best sports experience I've ever had in my entire life, bro.
I saw pictures.
Being in that space, and all they show us on TV is the Arthur Ashe Stadium, right? That's all they really show us on television. But there is so much on those grounds. I mean, there's tournaments going on within the professional ranks, right? You got 12 and under, you got 13 and under, you have wheelchair tennis, which I sat and watched an entire wheelchair match and it was astonishing to watch, bro. Like, it was amazing, bro. And just to see the game and how it's evolved and how minorities have been not only accepted but have been dominant in the game. It really brightens my day and brightens my sports day to see tennis moving toward the future.
Look, man, and they're athletes.
Yes.
Let's stop it.
Please.
Look, man, I go out there sometime with my kids at
tennis
the park.
Tennis a tough game, bro.
And boy, I would like to think that I'm a little bit in shape.
Right.
It's different. It's
your
different.
reflexes has to be on point.
Tennis is a tough game, bro.
Yes.
I commend anybody that steps on that court and returns 120, 125 mile an hour serve from anybody.
There are some real life 13-year-old girls out there who will kick a grown man down.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely annihilate
That's just the bottom line.
Yep.
She wouldn't even break a sweat doing it.
No. Absolutely.
Tennessee just lost to
Tennessee
Georgia
lost
State.
to Georgia State.
Wow.
By 2 touchdowns, though.
They cut it to 1. It's
they cut it to
30.
Okay, there you go.
But game is over.
Game over. Georgia State beats
See, Goose, it could be worse.
It could be worse. I'm good now. I think I'm all right. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
It still hurts.
It stings, bro.
Look, man, we talked about the Cowboys. We talked about the 49ers for a little bit, but it was a diss.
SEC.
Never heard a positive comeback, so I must be used to hanging in the alleys with the alley cats. Y'all living in the days of Kaepernick right now.
It's tough. It's tough out there, man.
Ouch.
Hard out there, bro.
It's weird for me. All I usually hear on my show is that the 49ers are winning the Super Bowl and Jimmy Garoppolo.
As they will.
Yeah, he's on record for that.
As they will.
Him and Kareem both.
You that's a whole show.
As they will.
Receipts.
I'm gonna have to be. I gotta
a whole
be.
show.
I gotta be honest. That's just. I mean, we'll give our picks on Tuesday.
Yes,
we're
will.
gonna break down the divisions. On Tuesday's show. First game is of course Thursday night.
Yep.
Big time Sunday and a doubleheader on Monday. For week one. That's always the best.
I wish they did
love
that every
Monday
week.
nights.
Yeah,
I love
that would
Monday
be
nights. It's phenomenal.
That extra late Monday night
Sure,
game.
I love it.
Yeah.
You have to love that. And us being here on the West Coast, we're privy and we're privileged to get to see everything.
Yep.
You know, people on the East Coast don't get.
It's tragic.
Don't
It's
get to do that.
tragic.
It sucks. 11 o'clock. Game coming on.
I'm going to bed.
I'm going to bed, dog.
Tragic.
Man.
Yes, indeed.
Look,
man. Football
man.
is here, man.
Yeah, football's here. Baseball's here, man. We are here.
Yes.
And we appreciate you guys, man. LTBB in the building, man.
sir.
We got Dre Bailey.
Man, Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham Logan. We got Dave in the building, man. Please continue to support Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man. I asked for, what was the song I asked for earlier? Hey, you know what?
I know what you
I
had.
do want to give this advice out, man. If you didn't listen to the show and learn that maybe it's time to start thinking out of the box and go out and expand your mind and go and buy some words. So what I'm thinking about, what I'm thinking about really seeing if I can, buy the saying, is it Dre twice. That's it. So I want that. If I can go get it, Dr. Dre, if you listening, we'll see who beat each other to it.
Yeah, he got $1 billion, man. He might
Look at that.
I think he might have slipped that in there in a rhyme.
I think you might want to go another route.
Yeah, that might be a.
Didn't Anthony Davis do the similar thing with the unibrow?
He tried to do something with it.
Did he coin it? I know.
Oh, he tried.
I know what he
tried to
did
copyright the
do.
brow.
Yeah.
Right. What he did do though was his assistant or his intern or whatever had to be a female with a unibrow.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Remember when that came up? I don't know if that still holds true, but
Look, that is
Super weird.
we're super legit over here, man. Today
man.
we're 4 horsemen. And Sherman's been missing. We turned into 3 horsemen, and today we're zebra today.
Yes.
We moved from horse to zebra, but it still do the same thing.
Yes, indeed. They gallop and they got 4 legs and hooves.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
And so we appreciate you guys, man, for chiming
Yes,
in,
indeed,
man, and
man.
giving us a little bit of your time, man.
Sir.
Please tell a friend, share. do whatever you can, man, to help Let the Ball Bounce get to that next level, man.
Absolutely,
so
man.
We appreciate you guys, man.
Yes, sir.
And guess what, man? If you're scared,
better go to church. The mighty SEC goes down.